Going over the micro gold and stock index portfolio, it's a new portfolio. It extends. We have a portfolio called the micro stock index portfolio, and then there's a new portfolio called the micro stock index and micro gold portfolio. And we are looking at the micro contracts. There is no micro crude oil. There's a mini crude oil, but there is no 1/10 micro crude oil. So we use the liquid micro contracts to come up with another portfolio of 52 strategies. And gold went 6 of 7 yesterday on the short side. Today, only one trade on the long side, plus 150 on the micro contract. Let's go over the micro E-mini Nasdaq. You see gap continuation 2019 and 2020 in on the same trade, up over $100 on each. And you have a 60-minute breakout plus 850, tick pulse and QV12 minus 60, QS3 and Q plus 90. And those are the trades so far on the E-mini Nasdaq, or the micro Nasdaq. Sometimes I say that wrong, so talking about micros now. And then you have a series of trades. I've divided this ES workspace up so that you have the counter trend strategies on one side and more of the trend strategies on the other. So these are roughly, the counter trend strategies are basically right here. Counter trend strategies on the ES. And you see the SR counter trends, you see tick count trend 2, which is the counter trend strategy, gap fill master, mirror, Cobra CT3. These are the counter trend strategies. And on this side, actually the counter trend strategies includes these as well. Includes this strategies. ES after hours is kind of counter trend, but it's also an overnight strategy. And so you see a lot of the overnight strategies are down here at the bottom. And then you see our trend strategies, Cobra 3, adaptive moving average, 60-minute breakout, AT strategies. These are all the trend strategies, trend, counter trend. So these two should be in the counter trend category. So you have about 14 counter trend strategies. You have these 3 overnight strategies. And then you have these trend strategies right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trend strategies that are day trade. Night trader is a trend strategy at night. Asia 4 long is kind of a trend counter trend strategy at night. And so that is how this workspace is broken down. And let's go over the trades now. SR counter trend 2, V2 1M, 5M, and 15M all took trades today, plus $50 on those trades. The $500 on the mini contract. $50 on the micro, SR counter trend 2 ES, plus 80 on the micro contract. And then you have mirror, plus 70, and gap fill master, plus 20. So all the counter trend, dip buying, long trades today are in the profit zone, are profitable today. You see Cobra 3 ES is trend short. Trend is down at the open. Market internals are weak, took the short trade. Adaptive moving averages, it went long and then short, so it's kind of getting chopped up today. So minus 60, minus 137.50, and you have a 60-minute breakout. The long trade is minus 20, and the short trade is plus 15 on the 60-minute breakout short. And you had Asia 4 long last night, minus 100. So those are the trades on the micro portfolio for the E-mini S&P, E-mini Nasdaq, and gold. And I wanted to give you that midday, kind of in a midday update time frame. So we shall see. We've talked about how the Nasdaq is close to 10,000 in an earlier video, and you see it. It does this. It gets to a important level at Hims and Haws. It has to pull back and get a running start, I guess. So would not be surprised to take out the lows before it goes up and hits 10,000 at this point, or pull back even further. Really not surprised about anything that would happen in the Nasdaq if it would go straight to 10,000 and then roll over, go straight to 10,000 and run up. I just say that because as traders we can't predict the exact path. We have to be ready for any path, and we have to have a sense of enlightenment when we notice new patterns and paths. And so just consider all circumstances. And that's what the strategies are doing today. They're long, gap continuation is long, so it benefit us on these two strategies, and the rest of our net position today is to be on the long side. You see 3 long E-mini micro trades here. So we shall see how this holds up through the rest of the day, and we will have the end of day report or tomorrow or the next day.